Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm honest, Jack and Liv still like Jackson, mostly because it's Christmas Eve and they got family and stuff to do. So I'm cooking. I know it's coming a little late, I apologize, but it's Christmas time and I had to paint a lot of stuff, paint a lot of dragons, so that's the thing. We're going to jump right into it. I ran into a woman at Walmart who was buying them stuff for this, showed me how to do it, so now I'm going to do it here. We're going to try to make it a little better because it's under budget. That's how we do stuff here. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell, get notifications when we do these on Tuesdays or Fridays. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting us up to 2,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. And let's just get into it. I'll mention all the merch later. Don't worry about it.
All right. Again, only 2 ingredients needed. You need actual maple syrup, not the fake stuff. I got this at like the Walmart. I was standing there talking to the lady, so I got it. And unsweetened cocoa. You want the unsweetened stuff. This is going to make it taste very dark chocolate. Adult chocolate is what I call it. And then you're going to want some parchment stuff. Doesn't have to. You just use a nice clean, cookie sheet, even though you're not baking, which is fun. I just think that's funny. Now, you want to change it up a little bit, get you some powdered sugar. We're just going to sprinkle this on top. That's as powdered as we can get on the Gulf Coast. It clumps up a little bit. But my absolutely favorite is get the Hershey syrup, but get the caramel stuff, right? And get some coarse pink salt, or Himalayan pink salt. You can get sea salt, is fine. Regular salt is fine too, but it just doesn't look as cool because of the big chunks. So start this off. Again, put your parchment paper down. Doesn't have to have it. I use it just because this stuff gets sticky. Get you a decent mixing bowl, and what you want to do is get 1 cup of your cocoa powder. Now it takes a little bit to measure this here. I know it's driving Ann nuts because I'm using, my wet measuring for my dry stuff, but it's what I got for a cup. So, doesn't have to be finely packed or whatever. Again, this is dark chocolate stuff, so it's going to make it very, bittersweet stuff. So, maple will help a little bit, but the other sugar is great. It gets a little powdery. Put that in there, and then you want 7 tablespoons of your maple syrup. Now, just get you a nice, decent tablespoon. It's going to take a bit. You're just going to take it and pour it in here. Now, it's not super thick. It's not super slow running like I expected it, mostly because it's warm in the house because, Texas Christmas. So just put those in there. Again, 7 is good. Now, the recipe said if it's not going after about a minute and a half, you can add more, or if you want to try to sweeten it a little bit. Oh, careful. Try to cover this up because that powder goes everywhere. It goes very much like it's quicksand. It takes a little while. It's going to look like you don't have enough of either thing in here, but eventually 30 to 45 seconds in, it starts doing this, clumping up where it makes a decent dough. Then after a minute and a half, it goes straight dough. Now, it's very hard, very tough. You're going to get an arm workout here. Scrape it off. I use the back of my tablespoon because I'm handy like that. I couldn't find a spoon. We'll just scrape that off. But when you're doing that, that's going to be full cookies worth of chocolate on there, man. But make sure you get it nice and stirred. Now you're going to get your hands dirty. Now, take it. You want to make a ball out of it. Easiest way to do this, just kind of whoop, 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 make a ball. You might want to do them smaller than this. This was supposed to be for roughly 10 cookies. I think I made 8 of varying sizes and shapes. And then once you make a ball, just mash it flat, like cookie. And because I have to eat these, the bigger cookies are fine by me. Don't have to be perfectly round because I'm not a perfectionist on stuff that I'm going to eat. So, yeah, like I was saying, be sure to scrape all the edges because the stuff that is super hard to get off there was enough to make a whole nother cookie. So, again, differing sizes, mashed them flat. I got little ones, got big ones that aren't necessarily circle, but get you some powdered sugar. You can use any kind of spoon for this. What I'm going to do is just put it on there and tap it so it barely dusts it. It makes it look better. And it doesn't just completely coat it. But if you want more sugar and you really don't like that dark chocolate bittersweet thing going, pour more sugar. Now, absolutely my favorite is the caramel stuff. Now put it on here. It's going to look great. You're going to end up getting some off the side and it's going to hang off. So sorry that this is a mess. But if you're not into caramel, then don't use the caramel, I guess. Or caramel, or however you want to pronounce it, that's up to you. Now, your salt, you want to just sprinkle just a little bit on it. You don't want to overly salt this. Again, it's already halfway bitter because of the unsweetened chocolate stuff. But the sea salt and caramel makes everything better. Like I said, there's some kind of science that they said made it better. This is great. These are perfectly good. If you need to store them, put in an airtight container. They're good for a day or so. But these are great. Quick, easy. You make them, you can get the kids into it so you don't have to do such an arm workout. But this is amazing. Well under our budget. Shout out to that woman. I wasn't able to get her name because we were so excited to make, 2 ingredient cookies or whatever. But, yeah, this one was one of my absolute favorites. I'm glad that I ran into her and learned how to do this.
And there you have it, folks. 2 ingredient cookies. I prefer the 4 ingredients or the 3 ingredient cookies. very much love the caramel and salt and science, man. It's a thing. Look it up, try it. Trust me. Always trust a pirate. Gotta love it. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. Or you can find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us all those at Live In Between Paycheck's Kitchen. You can also find us at Instagram at Live In Between. I had to shorten it, obviously. And you can find me over on TikTok as well under my name. I'm on all of those under my name. It's way nerdy. You can check me out. But TikTok, I've been grabbing some recipes from over there, putting out some smaller videos that are just exclusive to there. And yeah, happy holidays. I hope you and your family, or just you, whatever, if you don't like your family, have a safe and happy one, man. Please be safe, and I'll see y'all next week.